What's up, everybody? It's Wes and Andy. We are back again. Another. Why am I so stuttery? Do you see that?
Yeah, it seems like you're.
I don't know what's going on there. That's awful, isn't it? Well, we're here. I don't know if anybody can see me. I hope you can all see me, but we're here.
Maybe the video's just.
It's Tuesday night. Another dose of Random Fandom for you tonight. God, that's unsettling. That's unnerving how choppy that looks. Does it look choppy to you guys that are watching? I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, we know somebody's watching here. We got
that could fix the problem.
Brandy time. As a matter of fact, yeah.
Get enough of those, India. It won't matter.
That's true. It is true. All right. I'm not sure what's going on. I may have to do. I'm not going to do it tonight. I won't reboot now. I'll do it later. Yeah. There's something wrong here. You know what? That's better.
There you go.
Isn't that normal? That's more normal for us.
Well, that makes us look at each other.
Yeah, it does. Random Fandom Tuesday for the week of Tuesday, March 26th, 2024. This one, Random Fandom number 56.
Yep.
56. Isn't that something?
It's crazy.
It is something, isn't it?
Over a year.
We got a full night for you tonight. We got quite a few things to get through, as well as we're going to lead off with our usual dosage, where we infuse you with some
Random Fandom Trivia.
Yeah.
What's the infusion tonight?
Well, even though it's not really the season, I figured this one was still applicable for random trivia.
Oh, seasonal trivia.
It should really be Christmas trivia.
Oh, I was going to say Christmas.
It should.
Oh, okay,
be,
well,
but it's not.
That's fine. Movies are fine.
Yeah. So, question.
Yeah.
In the movie Home Alone.
Oh, okay.
What are the burglars known as?
Stupid.
That, yes.
Inept.
But are they A, the Gold Tooth Bandits, B, the Wet Bandits, or C, the Water Bandits?
I'm so not a fan of this movie that I
really.
Yeah, I genuinely.
Oh, Joe Pesci.
I'm just not.
Awesome.
Well, okay, Joe Pesci's good, and I agree with that.
And this is one of Daniel Stern's better roles.
Yeah, but can you name any other
from him?
Yeah.
Home Alone 2.
Well, there you go.
That weird camping one.
Oh, maybe.
And then he is in another one. I can't remember what it is, but he plays like an actual normal father type dude.
Well, see, you're ahead of me because I couldn't have got that.
And it's like not a comedy role at all. So
got a couple answers already. We've got Sarah over on YouTube. Sarah's chiming in. B, the Wet Bandits. Anonymous Facebook user, the Wet Bandits. Okay, B, the Wet Bandits. Wow, it seems to be unanimous.
You think they might have seen the film?
I'm guessing it's the Wet Bandits. Oh, it's Paul. It's Paul.
So Paul.
Hello, Paul. Thanks for chiming in and for joining us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's still mid-afternoon where you are, so thanks, man.
Yeah, but yes, for everyone who picked the Wet Bandits, you are correct.
Well, there you go. It is the Wet Bandits.
It is
nice,
as wet as they were.
Wow, man. That one was okay. It was good.
Yeah.
Stick around for a little. Stick around later on in the show. We'll have our other little game that we like to play. It's what's it called?
Lexicon.
My God, I couldn't remember the name of the game. I was on the ball this week. I got one.
Got to pull off the con.
I do. I got a lexicon this week, and we got the Google machine is back, so I won't have to read them this week.
There you go.
All right.
Hello, Facebook user.
Hello.
I'm guessing is not Paul.
Not Paul. It could be Paul.
It could be.
It could be just that. Hey, like it's just it's me,
That's
Paul.
True.
Hi.
It could be a follow up.
I believe that's what it
I'm
is.
I'm being like wishful thinking, I guess. Oh, it's another one.
That's
We've got
possible.
another viewer
That is
in.
that's entirely possible.
What?
I don't know if I don't even know if this made your list for this week because I think it only came out today.
Uh-oh.
Bad boys. What you gonna do?
It did not make my list.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
New Bad Boys movie coming. Got a trailer today. Will Smith and Marty Lawrence.
Well, he needs work.
Yeah, and apparently he just like shutting down their foundation or something.
I
saw that today as well. Zazel, Sticky Bandits, arguably the better name.
True.
I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who they are, but it sounds better.
Sticky fingers.
I don't even want to know where they've been.
Well, they leave their calling card.
All right. Well, let's get with the getting and get to the first story this week. What do we got?
This one's sad.
As
he
we
might
always
not have
lead with.
been like a mainstream headliner.
No.
But you know him because he's been in everything.
Oh, right. We talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
Those people that you could never name them, but you're like, oh, that guy's in everything.
Yeah, and we lost one of those this week.
Yeah.
Michael Emmett Walsh passed away at the age of 88.
When I was looking at his IMDb to sort of get some of his credits to think of where I'd remembered him from, and I was surprised to see, and I believe this is the one that I remember him from, is Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that.
He was also in Blade Runner, Christmas with the Cranks, Fletch, Harry and the Hendersons, the original Flash TV series.
Oh, right.
He played Dad. Not
Who?
Barry Allen.
Oh, Dad's dad?
Barry's dad.
Right.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
Mr. Allen.
Yeah. I can't think of his name either.
Oh. They call me
the defendant.
Yes.
Depending on which continuity, I guess.
Yeah.
Did the dad do time in this show?
I believe so, because that's like the general thing, right? Like he becomes the Flash by
trying to go back and save his mom.
Yeah, because he becomes the police detective and goes.
That's right.
And ends up in the lab because of what he saw.
Yeah. He's
But,
our superhero CSI.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, unfortunately, he passed away at from a cardiac arrest in St. Albans, Vermont, last week on March 19th, and just unfortunately 3 days before his 89th birthday.
And when it's your time, though, right? Like, there's not much you can do about that.
Yep. So,
well, of course, and our thoughts are
family
always with the friends and family of the people that we lose here. What seems weekly,
but this guy leaves a legacy like huge behind.
Do you ever? We've been doing this for a long time now. When these things come up, and they come up quite often, I don't know about you, but do you go and do like, hey, I'm going to go and watch some of the stuff that these people were in, just to like, hey, as a nice little nod to.
Sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
And other times it's like, well, I just watched that like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like Harry and the Hendersons I just watched a couple of weeks ago.
Well, that's always worth.
And he plays the dad in that too, right?
Yeah.
Or the gun store.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I keep thinking of John Lithgow.
Yes, he plays his father.
That's right. Yeah.
But moving on here, apparently a script has been written for Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, what?
Yeah. According to Shooter McGavin, the actor who plays him, Adam Sandler has showed him the first draft, and it is in the works.
Interesting. You know what? Just give me a second here. I'm going to try something,
Okay.
and this could be for naught. This could ruin everything, but I'm going to try something.
Dun, dun, dun.
Let's try this.
And then it all went black.
Yeah, right. And now it won't reconnect, will it?
Sure,
Hello?
it will.
Hello.
It'll be like, hey, how you doing?
We'll see. I'm back.
There you go.
I'm still stuttery.
Oh no.
Okay, that's weird. All right. Well, you know what? I'm not going to worry about that too much now. I'm just, as long as I don't cut out completely, I'll troubleshoot it after. This is not
normal.
No, it's not.
But yeah, actor Christopher McDonald revealed during an interview with Audacity 92.3 The Fan,
Nice.
that he had a recent run-in with Sandler, and I guess he just kind of pulled out the first draft and said, "Here, take a look."
Really?
Yeah. So like, that means he's excited about it.
I mean, talking about Adam Sandler films for a minute.
Not that many.
I was going to say,
sequels.
how many sequels has he done?
I don't know for sure. Like I know there's that the Grown Ups. That one got a sequel, but that was more ensemble than just a hymn.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Grown Ups. Yeah, that's one.
But
Yeah,
like,
but of his like solo stuff,
yeah, like Billy Madison never got a sequel. Happy
they've all been
Gilmore
kind
hasn't
of
so far. Um,
sort of
Waterboy.
original one and done kind of thing.
Yeah,
And then all the Netflix stuff, right? Like just kind of one and
Yeah.
done. Michael Martinez over on YouTube. I was expecting you to bust out the glow sticks and whistle. I'm sorry. Wait, I've got that. What am I doing that for?
I don't know.
Actually, it's like annoyingly loud if I do this. Hold on a second. You want it?
Sure.
Let's see. It's I think it's this one.
There you go.
That hurts.
Red says, "Give me Waterboy 2."
Waterboy 2. That's some high quality H2O.
But what would it be about?
Speaking,
Mama always said, "Don't make a sequel if it won't be good."
yeah. And definitely not one with no foosball. By the way, Red, I want to know all about the nugget sauce. I saw that earlier today. You got to tell me all about it.
We got the noodles.
Nugget sauce.
But yeah. McDonald also said, that the sequel, well, yeah, that would be awesome. So it's in the works. Fans demand it. Damn it.
Of all of them, like of those first couple movies in his career, and I'm thinking Billy Madison, this one, and then Waterboy. I think those are kind of the
big
trifecta of Sandler
goodness.
Yeah, I was going to say greatness. Yeah. Happy
Carl?
Gilmore it tops it for me. It really does.
Again, though, taking a sequel, we've lost Carl Weathers.
Well, I mean, Chubbs was already
technically gone,
but
he still provided influence after.
It's true. He was the Obi-Wan of the
all into him.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we still get his voice at the beginning of every Happy Madison production.
True.
Yeah. Happy Gilmore 2. Are you excited for this? Like at the prospect that this is a thing?
I'll watch it.
I will too.
I mean, it's a character of his that I do enjoy more than some of his other works. So
it makes me wonder if this is part of his Netflix deal.
Maybe if you got to keep making them, might as well dip back in.
I don't know how many pictures he was signed for, but
I don't think they're going to make another Ridiculous 6.
Listen, I liked the Ridiculous 6.
I haven't seen it yet.
What? It's years old now.
I'm up on anything.
Mind you, it's Netflix, and Netflix. Well, they do make stuff go away too.
They do.
Yeah. So,
damn you, Netflix.
No guarantee.
Give me back my Motu.
Oh, you should have got it on DVD.
I did.
Oh. Who wants to bust out a DVD though when I can just push a button? Yeah, exactly. I get it.
But anyway, moving on to our next one here. George Lucas has thrown in his support, and he's backing Disney and Bob Iger.
I read this, and I read his thoughts on it, and he's fairly insightful, to be honest, the way he says it.
Yeah, he's quoted as saying, "Creating magic is not for amateurs. When I sold Lucasfilm just over a decade ago, I was delighted to become a Disney shareholder because of my longtime admiration for its iconic brand and Bob Iger's leadership."
It's tough to be the head of a multi-billion-dollar company, I'm sure, on some level. I mean, we all kind of armchair quarterback it and go, that must be nice. But none of us have, are managing that kind of infrastructure. Yeah, exactly. So,
too soon for that one. I'm sorry, Baltimore.
Oh, that was the early this morning.
Yeah. Shout out to them. Thoughts and prayers are with you guys.
Yeah, I know thoughts and prayers don't bring people back, but Jesus Christ, terrible accident this morning in Baltimore, Maryland, with a container ship striking a bridge.
Yep, and the bridge was
over a mile long.
To sustain.
Yeah, it was not meant to be run into.
Jenga bridge.
Yeah, essentially suspension bridge. Michael Martinez, it's got to be better than Joe Dirt 2. Yes,
probably.
Yes, we can all agree on that. Red says, honestly, even if his movies, we're talking Adam Sandler again, even if his movies aren't cinematic masterpieces, you got to respect the man for making movies with his friends and having a wicked good time doing it. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That part it comes across, especially in those grown-ups movies. That really comes through.
The recurring cast with most of his friends.
Yeah, exactly.
What about a Little Nicky sequel?
So would it be Bigger Nicky?
Little Nicky 2, The Battle for the Throne.
older, Nikki. Get out of my chair.
Yeah. But anyway, Lucas also said, when Bob recently returned to the company during a difficult time, I was relieved. No one knows Disney better. I remain a significant shareholder because I have full faith and confidence in the power of Disney and Bob's track record of driving long-term value.
You know, it's an interesting thing. It's sad that all this is happening. And of course, you know, with Bob, who's already said that he will not be
He's
extending
not.
his contract
Yeah.
again. I mean, what a time to shake up the company right amidst the imminent departure of him again.
Yeah.
I don't know what people are trying to do.
Yeah. But they're facing a proxy fight against two activists, the corporate raider Nelson Peltz and Blackwell's Capital.
Yeah, Peltz has billions of dollars in shares pledged by Ike Perlmutter.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And like Lucas, he sold his company Marvel to Disney and became a major shareholder. So I get.
Saved their bacon.
Yeah.
I mean, that, you know, and George says he's trying to sway board members like, hey.
Yeah. Don't forget, they've done good stuff.
Yeah. I wonder if, well, I mean, obviously he's not, but I wonder how many people he's got sort of
I wonder
influence
if
over.
Perlmutter's thing is just because he was laid off last year from Disney.
There is that
He's in a
too. Yeah,
revenge
that's right. Yeah, you're out. Oh yeah.
Well, I'll just take my shares and go home.
I'll just see you later.
Yeah, but you know, this next one here kind of reflects on what Disney's been doing.
We don't even know. Sorry, the shareholder thing. We don't even know. I know like a significant amount of the Lucasfilm deal was in stock.
Yeah,
but that number's never been made. Like nobody really knows exactly how much Disney he's got his fingers into.
Well, according to one thing, Lucas owns 1.8 billion in stock.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, that's like the deal that was included buying Lucasfilm for $4 billion.
Yeah.
He got 1.8 billion in stock.
So conceivably then Perlmutter has somewhere similar.
Probably because Marvel was acquired for $4 billion.
Yeah, similar price.
A similar thing, right? That put him up there too. Like, man, that's a lot of coin. But
it makes me, you know, am I nervous for the future of the company? I don't know. I mean,
don't think so. I mean, they're a juggernaut at this point.
That is true.
And this next article kind of reinforces that.
Okay.
Because only 12 years after Disney purchased Lucasfilm, it is officially now a $12 billion franchise. So they have
Star Wars.
Yeah, they have basically tripled in value what they put in.
I don't know. You mean the investment of buying?
Now 12 years later, it's 3 times more.
12 billion. I guess so, but that's just the purchase of the company. I mean, does that, I'm trying to think of like, if you go back and sort of do all of the, I mean, all the movies did make money. So
like even Rogue One made it, even it wasn't huge at the box office.
Yeah.
You know, it still sold.
Was Solo considered a success at the time?
Not really.
I don't think it was.
No.
Certainly in the way the subsequent years, it's gotten more sort of, you know, people who like it, and I've liked it right from the beginning. But
and that's what they say, because the franchise's profitability comes not only from the movies, but the merchandising, the licensing, the tie-ins, all your action figure lines, right? Like
absolutely,
you can get Star Wars anything.
It is a license to print money.
Yeah,
it really is. Yeah, I mean, Star Wars is. I mean, if that's the thing that's carrying the company, do you know what I mean? Like,
would it be? I don't think it would be. I think it would just be like one slice of the pie, because you got all your theme parks.
Of course, that's true. That is true.
All your animated properties and your Moanas and your rocks.
I mean, franchise though. Speaking, I mean, I guess you could consider Disney classics in and of themselves a franchise, like all of the classic films.
True,
but I mean, Star Wars is just this
giant interconnected galaxy.
Yeah, man, it is. It's its own beast, is what it is. So, yeah, I don't think Disney's in any trouble per se of
going under.
Mind you, but terrible leadership can definitely have an impact. I mean, looking at you, Warner Brothers. Looking at you, DC. I guess I meant DC more than I meant Warner Brothers. It's just that Warner owns them.
Yeah.
old what's his name there, Walter Hamada.
Yeah.
Gone. And we can all relax now.
Well, maybe the next guy can't. Apparently, Aaron Taylor Johnson has reportedly been chosen to be the next Bond for the
I
26th
read
film,
something about this.
but he has not accepted yet.
He's apparently been offered the role, but has yet to formally accept it.
I think he should go for it.
I've heard his name kicked around probably the last year or so. I didn't put much stock in it, but to be honest, that's not a bad choice.
No, not really.
No.
Like any role I've seen him in, he basically falls into it.
Yeah, I mean, he's good. I like him. And I've liked him right from the beginning. So
Yeah, like between of Age of Ultron, Kick-Ass, Godzilla.
yeah, I was gonna say Godzilla.
You almost don't recognize him role to role.
Well, I mean, in the Avengers, he was the platinum bleach blonde hair,
Yeah.
kind of like, whoa, that's a different look.
Yeah, and then in Godzilla, he's like the clean cut soldier, and
Yeah. No, I like
Kick-Ass,
that.
he's the loser.
Oh, that's right.
But then he gets all pumped up and jacked up. And,
Yeah.
yeah. So we'll wait to hear what happens for this, but
Longest running film franchise in history. Yeah, we got to have another one.
is it though?
28 films.
I thought he was going to be the 28 films, but he would be the 26th Bond.
Yeah, it is the longest running.
How many films are in the Marvel universe though?
That doesn't mean that I don't mean more films. Longest running, historically speaking.
Historically speaking. Okay.
Yeah. Historically, 007, longest running franchise.
True.
Yeah.
True. This next one is definitely not, because it has been 36 years, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Since it was released.
Oh yeah.
But the juice is loose.
It's so that line. I mean, you've watched the trailer?
I've watched the trailer.
I've watched it a few times now too. It's so good.
I've also seen a bunch of fake ones too that are incorporating like from the teaser, from the original movie. And oh my God, stop making deep fakes.
Yeah, it's hard because you get sucked in, right? And you're like, is this real?
Yeah. Well, there was
some of them look really good too.
What was the one floating around this week from Yoda ABY or whatever? The Golden Girls reboot.
I don't even bother with that stuff.
I know, but like even my wife texted it to me, is this real?
Yeah.
Like, no, sorry, it's not. It's fake.
Yeah, always look at your source when you're looking at this stuff. If it's not from the studio, like especially for a trailer, if it's not from the studio making the movie, no.
You always got to look at the little fine print there where it says concept trailer.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
fan made. Oh, we got a comment from Red. Dale.
Daylight come and me want to go
home. Yeah, love it. Love it.
Nice.
My wife's upstairs right now going, what the hell is going on down there?
But yeah, it's been 36 years since Michael Keaton put on the Beetlejuice makeup, and we've got our first look at the teaser trailer, which we have linked to in the show notes, and they're still playing it pretty close to the chest as to who died.
I think we all can figure it out at this point.
Do we believe it is Charles Dietz?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially in light of what happened with that actor.
Well, yeah, we wouldn't want to drudge him.
There's no way he was, even if he was able to, there's no way they're bringing him back.
No, too much.
No way.
Negative attached to him now.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you engage in lascivious acts with
bad stuff.
Yeah, when you're a sexual offender, that's what happens.
Yeah.
But this looks good.
It does.
Catherine O'Hara's back, and obviously
Winona Ryder back as Lydia.
Yeah, and of course,
her daughter,
Jenna Ortega looks really good. Love the fact that the model is still there.
Yes,
but that
kind of begs the question.
You need some splaining.
And Adam,
we need some splaining.
I mean, has it been long enough that they've served their time?
Oh, I'm sure they've moved on, and you're not going to get.
It was supposed to be 100 years.
Speaking of them, you think they're going to get Alec Baldwin to come back?
Not out of jail.
No. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, maybe a little wink wink from Gina Davis as we're leaving, bye-bye.
Yeah.
But it's been, like you said,
36 years.
Yeah, 36 years. So lots happened.
Yeah. And at least it is not going to be Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian.
Or Beetlejuice Goes West, or any of the other titles that they had kicked around.
Yeah.
I guess Tim Burton gave an interview recently and basically said that nobody really wanted to do this.
Yeah, because it wasn't right. It wasn't the right time.
No, and
ideas and
they all agreed that unless there was an emotional hook, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So they must have found something to get everybody to get back on board.
Yeah, and they've got some new folks coming along board on this time through. Monica Bellucci will be there.
That's cool.
Arthur Conti, Willem Dafoe.
Really?
Apparently, he previously disclosed that his role will be a B-movie action star who died.
Oh,
and
nice.
becomes a police officer in the afterlife.
Oh, it's going to be crossed with the RIPD.
Yeah. But,
that's funny.
Burton's still playing it pretty close. But they did confirm that they'll be using stop motion animation for it. So it's back to the basics, handmade, kind of more like what
I still think it's going to be. Cool. I still feel like yes, they'll do a lot of stop motion stuff, but I feel it will be
a little bit enhanced.
Yeah. Sean's here says, "Isn't his face on the grave at the start of the trailer?"
You only get the grave for like a second, and I haven't slowed it down to look yet.
Wow.
But you do see a face of someone.
Some good sleuthing if that's the case. Now I'm going to go look for that.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to follow that up over on our social media afterwards.
Mm-hmm. But, another beloved one might be making its way back around.
Oh.
And if they do anything like they did the first time, it'll traumatize a whole new generation.
Oh no, we just talked about this.
We did. The never-ending story. Apparently, we'll fly again in
adaptation. Atreyu.
Don't give up.
Okay, I love this movie. Yeah, I love this movie. Do we need another one?
You know what? Maybe.
If it's done right.
Yes.
I guarantee it'll be the best looking Falcor we've ever seen.
Maybe. They recently unearthed that one Falcor prop that was getting redone, and time has shown.
I mean, let me just ask a question here, because now I know this as an adult that Falcor is supposed to be some kind of dragon.
Luck dragon.
But am I the only one watching this thing as a kid, and even now, that just sees a dog?
A flying dog?
A dog.
With scales.
That's what I see. I see a dog.
Oh, there you go.
Red says the kids need a reason to fear the swamp.
Yep.
Listen, where you're from, man, south of the 401, there is no swamp there. Yes, I made it. It's a 401 joke. South of the 401 joke. Yeah, it's a dog. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It is a dog.
Any telltale dragon signs?
Not really. And wasn't that Alan Oppenheimer? Wasn't he the voice? Yeah. Skeletor was the voice of Falcor.
Yes, he was.
It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm open to it. Even if I'm like, I don't know if we need it, but I'm open to it. North, bud. North. Oh, what? A block? That doesn't count.
There you go.
Come north of Highway 7, then we'll talk.
But there's no date, no casting or anything yet for it. But Seesaw production or producer from Seesaw Productions, whatever the company is, Ian Canning, told Variety that part of the specialness of the book is that you can go back to it at different ages in your life and find different levels of meaning. So how wonderful is that we have an opportunity to do a fresh perspective that will have new layers and meanings. We just believe that every generation deserves their own journey into Fantasia.
Fantastica.
But it was Fantasia.
Isn't that the Disney thing?
No.
I'm looking at the spelling of that, and that is not Fantasia.
Maybe it's the wrong spelling.
Is that what it was called? Fantasia?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Okay.
I watched it a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Trust me, it's Jen's favorite movie.
Okay. I will not question the Jen.
Yep. Red says technically correct, the best kind of correct.
Technically correct. The best kind.
Yeah.
That's right.
But this next one, this will make you somewhat happy.
Oh, dude, I've been following this.
It's a gateway to better.
I've been following
a big
this.
butt attached to this one.
Wow. This I could do a whole show on this. In fact, our friends over at Reflex Point, the Robotech podcast, probably are. I hope we'll talk about this on their show.
Mm-hmm. Well, Facebook user says, "I remember Fantasia."
Fantasia. Okay. Well, thank you for correcting me on that, because
it's one of those.
I'm just reading the words as they're on. I don't know. It's
a Mandela thing.
Yes, maybe.
Oh, you're from the Fantastica universe. I'm from Fantasia.
C-3PO had a silver leg, by the way.
Yeah, I know. And he also had a golden rod at one point.
That was a card. All right. Anyway,
A whole bunch of the Macross anime is coming to Disney Plus.
so this spins out of, this is the first thing, by the way, that we've really heard from the deal that spun out of the legal stuff ending between Big West, Harmony Gold, and Harmony Gold.
Yeah.
Basically, what it says is that neither company will get in the way of each other to produce their stuff. Macross, if you aren't familiar, was westernized a year after it came out in Japan, and it became the first chapter of Robotech in North America. But Macross is like a cultural phenomenon in Japan, and most of it, the majority of people have never seen. Certainly, general audiences will not have seen a lot of this stuff. So we are apparently getting everything,
But
on Netflix.
on Netflix? No, Disney Plus.
Sorry, you're right. Everything is coming to Disney Plus except the original Macross series and Macross Do You Remember Love,
Yep.
The movie, which is essentially a retelling of the original series anyway, condensed into a movie format.
Should at least give you that one.
I have seen Do You Remember Love. It's on YouTube. But at one time I remember seeing it on VHS. Or no, it wasn't Do You Remember Love? It was Clash of the Bionoids. That's what it was. As I'm talking, Greek to everybody out there now.
But shows such as Macross 7, Macross Frontier, Macross Plus, Macross 2, Macross Delta, they are all coming. But like you say, the first one that kind of launched it all.
Yeah, the original Macross.
Held up.
Macross 1984.
Yeah.
I will watch this because even though I'm not a big fan of subtitles, I've been finding it okay with Shogun, and because I am a huge Robotech nerd and I do love the designs from Macross, I will give this a try. I'll see how much of this I can get through when it finally drops. But anyway, they're the folks from Harmony Gold, Kevin McKeever, and I don't know if Tommy Yoon's over there, but anyway, there was a big convention in Japan this week, and I know that they flew over and they were teasing, the next chapter in the Robotech saga, but they haven't actually told us anything.
Make it a live action movie.
Yeah, it's swirling the drain, holding hands with my He-Man movie.
Yeah. We could save it though. Come on. We saved Sonic.
There are a lot more general.
Yeah.
There's a lot more Sonic fans, I think, in the general movie going audience than there are
Macross fans,
live action Robotech fans.
Yeah, but people love Pacific Rim. They love
That's true.
Godzillas and Kaiju.
That is true. And I mean, Macross, you can't deny that Macross is so influential in that regard.
No,
that it is the genre of anime that popularized the mecha. Arguably Gundam is earlier, but like transformable mecha shows.
Voltron, Power Rangers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But
anyway, good news for Macross fans outside of
so
Japan.
we're at least getting something.
A lot of stuff.
But let's talk some toys.
Oh yeah,
we got a lot of toys this week.
Did you see all the Motu stuff this week that came out actually today?
The Motu catalog. I looked at it, but it was too small for me, and I was like, "Oh."
There's a lot more too. We'll go. Let's
Maybe
jump.
We'll dive in on that. Next
Yeah. Let's see.
But for this week, starting off, we got from the Hasbro Pulse, Star Wars Imperial March fan stream. They announced another vintage collection Princess Leia Organa and an R2-D2 inspired by A New Hope.
So 3 3/4 inch figures that have been released a gajillion times, but here's a new one. I want to know, are these reissues that have just been repackaged?
I don't know.
If you haven't seen already, I did a couple videos on our YouTube channel where I did every figure ever.
Yeah.
And one of them was Luke Skywalker. And when I did that video, I was shocked at how many times there was a couple Luke Skywalker action figures that had been released. Same figure, same mold, no tweaks, no nothing.
Same paint and everything?
Yes, that they were re-released under different packaging like 4 and 5 times.
Jeez.
Yeah, so obviously I question if Leia has had a new modern release, or if this is a new mold. Hopefully it is.
Well, I don't think it's face print technology.
Well, it's not.
I
I was thinking the same thing.
It's not a spot on Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, the portrait is not 100% there. Now, the in package one to me looks more like Carrie than the blow up.
Mm-hmm. But the R2 looks nice. So if you missed out on him before, now's a chance.
Just like my Black Series figure. In fact, on the screen as I'm looking at it, he's almost the right size for my Black Series figure.
Yeah, they're available for pre-order now on Hasbro Pulse. These next ones,
Hasbro Pulse, by the way, that's something we probably should have mentioned. If you haven't ordered anything from Hasbro Pulse recently, they've just recently changed their shipping policy, and they now offer free shipping to Canada on US $75 orders or more.
Neat.
Yeah, so if you're a Star Wars fan or a fan of any of the stuff that's over on Pulse, go check it out.
If you don't want $75 worth of stuff, partner up with a friend.
Yeah, really, ask me, because I can definitely partner. I can partner up on that one.
That's right.
All kinds of stuff I want.
You might want some of these.
Oh.
These are from the Black Series 6-inch line, also revealed during that Imperial March fan stream for the Acolyte.
I just want to say right off the hop, I am pretty happy to see that everybody. I mean, it's a wave of Jedi. I mean, we're like, as Hank said to us on Sunday, they're about to blow the lid off of Jedi with this new show coming. We're going to see more Jedi stuff than we probably ever have seen before.
True.
But to get an entire wave of Force users, of which 4 of 5 of these figures are Jedi, that's pretty impressive. And they all have soft goods.
Yes, they do.
I'm concerned with, how well they're going to hang, because that is perpetually an issue with Hasbro soft goods, but kudos that they all come with soft goods and you didn't cheap out on that.
Yeah. So they can all drop their cloaks when they're ready to battle.
I don't know anything about this. I know nothing beyond what I saw in the trailer, but they look okay. They look like the people we saw in the trailer. So
yeah,
I mean,
we do have some names to go with them.
We got Jedi Master Trinity.
We do. We've got Jedi Knight Yord Thandar, Jedi Master Indaria, Padawan Jeki Lon, sorry, Jedi Master Soul, and May, who is the assassin there.
Do we think that she is the acolyte that they're talking about? Like, do you think
she's working for them?
She certainly is poised as a villainous character, or certainly not a Jedi character.
No. Well, they classify her as an assassin, right? So
yeah.
Who's she trying to kill? Just Carrie, or no, not Carrie. Yeah.
Well, one of the lines in the trailer is somebody's killing Jedi.
Yeah. Maybe it's her.
So yeah, maybe it is.
But these are already available for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse if you want to go check them out.
I am not going to pre-order them simply because I just don't know enough. Like I'm not fully on the hype train as much as I love that trailer. I think it's great. I will wait until I've seen the show, and if I can still get them at retail, but at that point, all right, I'll try.
There you go. Just not at Toys R Us.
Certainly not here in Canada. No. Toys R Us made a comeback in the USA.
They did.
They did.
Maybe they dropped their prices.
A kiosk type, like store within a store, pop-ups, I guess.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they're. Yeah, we're getting hosed again.
Each one of these up here would now run us $49.99.
$49.99
for a single regular figure.
Yeah, that's not
ridiculous.
The value isn't there.
No.
And, it wasn't there at 45.
No. And going back to Scott Knightlick one, well, they're still aiming at kids. Not anymore.
No,
if they wanted to cement that thought, that is out the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even a couple of years ago when I was still in the business and I was selling a 7-inch NECA collector product at 50 and 55.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's no way that a Hasbro figure comes up to that sort of, doesn't even approach that level of value.
Well, the 3 3/4 ones, they're selling for 32.
Yeah, that's not something I'm into. Although, the hard part is it's not just Star Wars, it's everything. Yeah. And of course, they're saying exactly the same thing that I would have said at the time, that it's, costs go up. And what do? As a retailer, you don't have a choice. You can only absorb so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Toys R Us surviving in Canada, I think was a limited time deal. If I'm being honest.
Yeah. If they keep down this path,
I think direct direct to consumer is probably going to be.
Bezos is going to win.
Well, I mean, look at Super 7, made
Yeah.
to order.
Yeah.
Made to order.
But this next one is definitely for adult collectors.
Okay.
Again, spinning into that fan stream, the Moff Gideon electronic helmet.
I like this.
It looks slick.
I quite like
really
this.
does.
Yeah, it is.
Inspired by the helmet featured in The Mandalorian, it's a premium roleplay collectible. And it's got light up front visor and interior and light effects and a display mode.
It looks good.
It does.
It looks very good. Like I said, I could easily collect these, but I would have no space in no time.
Yeah. Again, already available for pre-order. So, but I think this one will run you over the 100 mark.
Yeah, the helmets typically are. Yeah,
60
they
or
are.
so.
They are definitely over 100. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, if Hank was here, he could tell us because he just
picked up
he just bought the Rex helmet. So yeah.
Still sticking with that for one more. They revealed a bunch of stuff in the pipeline, and apparently we're going to get basic figures for Deidre Miro.
That I'm excited for. You know me, I'm a huge fan of that show. So
Yeah. An Imperial Armored Commando.
I want like 3 of those.
You almost need them, right?
That's right.
Ahsoka Tano from Perdea.
It'll be Ahsoka with the same head sculpt and a white outfit.
Yeah. Multi-pack for Captain Enoch and a Night Trooper.
I
will be a Walmart exclusive.
Don't know if they're and Walmart exclusive. Like, will there be a premium on that? Because it's the only way you can get Enoch. I can't imagine a character who is that important to the show is getting a retailer exclusive and not a general release.
Yeah.
So I would expect that somewhere down the line, one or both of those figures will be available somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then finally, Yoda and Clone Commander Gree.
So we've gotten Gree once before.
Have we?
We did, yeah. So we have Commander Gree. He came out very early on. He was of the non-removable helmet clones from way back. So I'm wondering if it's going to be that. I hope they're going to do him on the new body, give him a removable helmet, and then probably another chance to reissue the correct size Yoda that came with the Dagobah training Luke, which is the proper size one, because the single card release from before was too big. Isn't that funny? They made the droids, they made all the astromech droids too small, and they made Yoda too big. Then now they've both been corrected. So,
well, yeah, they're all in the pipeline. So who knows when we'll see them? But
I'm actually more excited.
At some point,
I'm more excited for the pipeline figures than I am for the reveal of the Acolyte stuff. Oh, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah. Well, what about this guy? I know you're a Transformer guy. So how about Origin Wheeljack?
I just got Origins Jazz earlier this year, the Cybertronian version, and I missed out on the Bumblebee because these are only this is coming out as a Legacy United figure, which is weird. The other ones were in the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I didn't get the Bumblebee one. And looking at Wheeljack, I'm not sure I like this. The blue. I mean, first of all, look at the amount of kibble on that thing. And I know Transformers are known to have like these reasonably sized backpacks. Some of them don't fold away very nicely. This is definitely in there. I mean, the legs are huge, and I don't see how else you could do it. I mean, look, he's essentially a box in his Cybertronian truck mode. But I don't like the fact the translucent blue plastic which folds over him is actually supposed to be
track.
It's a section of Cybertronian road, and they fit together, and he can sit on it like a Hot Wheels car on a track, like you said.
Yeah.
This one's not going to be for me, unfortunately.
But it does come with a blaster, a blast shield, and 2 rotor blade accessories that attach in both robot and car mode.
I went and had a look at the animation for this. That's the very first episode of the G1 cartoon right there. It opens with Bumblebee and Wheeljack fleeing away from the Decepticons. And granted, he kind of does look like that. There's not enough there for me to go, oh yeah. Not as nice looking as the Jazz, if you ask me.
Fair enough. But this one is available for pre-order at Target, unfortunately for us. But there's also a limited availability on Hasbro Pulse. So. But
So if I order that with something else and get it over that $75.
that's right. And something else might be in this next batch here.
Okay.
Because for the Hasbro Pulse Transformer fan stream, they also revealed a whole bunch of other ones.
People that I'm going to be interested in
Maybe.
or not.
Some of them I'm guessing no, because you're not really a Beast Wars fan.
Okay.
But
Okay.
first up here, we have Core Class Cheetor
Core Class Cheetor.
and Leader Class G1
Wow.
Triple Changer Sandstorm.
Oh, Sandstorm is a cool character. I don't know if I like this version of him, though. That's looking pretty weird.
Yeah.
That's very kibbly.
And next up, we have Deluxe Class Infernac Universe Shard.
Yeah, that's a pass. Oh, okay.
And then Deluxe Class G1 Universe Autobot Gears.
Yeah, Gears is on my list. Although his vehicle mode looks like trash, but it's a deluxe size figure, and that he looks great in robot mode, and that's how I display my Transformers anyway. So
He kind of reminds me of who was the red car for the GoBots?
Turbo,
That's right.
yeah, Turbo,
Yeah.
the GoBots, dun, 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 dun.
From Tonka. But yeah, we also get Deluxe Class Cyberverse Universe Chromia
That's a pass.
and Voyager Class Cybertron Universe
Oh.
Starscream.
Yeah, also a pass.
Also a pass.
Yeah, of all of those, there's only one that I want.
Okay, well, what about this last one? It is Voyager Class Beast Wars Universe Silverbolt.
Yeah, still a pass.
Well, Beast Wars, right?
That's right. I think a Silverbolt, and I'm like, oh, Superion, and I'm like, oh, this is not going to combine with anything.
Fair enough.
I'm wondering if this is a reuse of Air Razor, of Rise of the Beast Air Razor.
I could not tell you.
I don't know. It almost looks like he's got oh, maybe he's done as a griffin.
Maybe.
He's got like clawed feet, but then like I can't tell. I can't tell. I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't post all versions of
I would like to see his alt mode, to be honest,
Yeah.
to see what he is, but definitely got wings.
this next one's kind of neat, sticking with Star Wars.
Yeah.
But they released some photography for the HasLab Ghost along with all the figures.
Oh
that went
yeah,
with it.
this was
They
beautiful.
look awesome.
It just, I love this, and I love that they've gone through the trouble to make up this diorama. But
Yeah.
there's one thing that takes me out of it.
Yeah.
Can't you see it?
Which part?
That everybody in that cast shot, except for Ezra, is of their animated design, and Ezra is the live action hologram version from Ahsoka.
I
That
haven't
takes
finished Rebels
it
yet.
takes me out of it a little bit. But it looks great.
Hmm.
Oh, Silverbolt was a fusion, a wolf hawk.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for that.
But yeah, along with all the actual photos they took, they also showed a bunch of the behind the scenes stuff as well. And it might as well be a Star Wars movie set from the 70s.
It looks really good. I can't argue with that. It does look, it's on fire.
Yeah. So I guess it's arriving at fans' doors later this year.
Yeah, so if you backed it, this is what you get to look forward to.
Mm-hmm. But moving away from Hasbro, let's go over to McFarlane for a minute and their latest one, Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, I like this way better than the Alice Cooper we saw
Yeah.
last week. Yeah.
Yeah, from the Music Maniacs metal, we get Ozzy Osbourne based on the look from Ordinary Man, that album.
Nice.
And 6-inch scale. It's got Ozzy's likeness, 12 points of articulation. He comes with removable wings, cane, and mic stand. So, yeah.
I dig it. I definitely, like I said, I think this one looks better than the Alice Cooper. But again, I feel like these are pretty niche. Like,
Yeah.
if you're an Aussie fan, there's not a lot of options for you out there.
No, they've only
There's
released-
the old Bark at the Moon guy.
Yeah.
And is there anything else? I can't remember anything else Ozzy Osbourne related.
Well, they did that whole line of
Silver Spider should have come with a bat.
well, his mouth was open wide enough for it.
That's
So
right, yeah. 12 points. It probably moves better than the real him now. That's true, isn't it?
no, during the Osborne show, there was that. It was a 4-pack. You get the stylized all of them.
Oh,
You
right.
remember those?
Yes, I do. Those were kind of cartoony looking.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you're right. There was those.
But sticking with McFarlane here, apparently coming soon, Rocky Balboa and Apollo Creed.
That's interesting. But this like really, really, really harkens back to the old movie Maniacs. Like,
Like these are definitely
these are not figures. These are
Yeah.
just statue.
Borderline statue. Yeah,
These are in the 7-inch scale, I think.
I believe so. Based on Rocky from '76, and
Yeah,
they're not
absolutely.
fully revealed yet. So this is just our teaser look at it.
Is there a? Oh yeah, pending
Licensor approval.
licensor approval. So, which unfortunately Stallone has nothing. I don't think he has much of a say in that.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And Facebook user says, "Yay,
yay!"
But,
I do like Rocky though.
Yeah. But what's a toy thing without another McFarlane Batman?
Really?
Really? So
Which
McFarlane
version this
Collector
week?
Platinum Edition
Oh wow!
of the Green Lantern Batman in the translucent stuff that you just love. This is the Chase 7-inch variant figure, going for US $29.99, but you have to get in on the draw in order to buy it because it's using that.
What? It's by lottery?
Yeah, it's by lottery to make it fair for
Seriously.
everybody that wants to get it on McFarlaneToys.com.
I don't know how I feel about this. I think you either love this or you hate this.
It's really tough to look at his face, but it looks almost like he's
Mouth agape.
almost like Blackest Night.
Oh yeah, the
Where
zombie.
he's like more zombie.
The zombified version. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo. Boo is right.
But yeah, you know.
Yeah. And the other thing I don't like, and this, I'm surprised because these are promo shots that they didn't bother to straighten the ears on the cowl. The bent ear, that bothers me. It bothers me so much. I'd be like, where's my hair dryer? I got to straighten that out. Straighten that out.
So this one might not be for you, but
that Batman is definitely not for me.
This one, I don't know. If you're more of a statue fan, I guess. They've also got the Armored Batman from Kingdom Come in the Patina edition.
Oh, that is definitely not for me.
Yeah. So it's a 7-inch scale based on the DC multiverse, designed with ultra articulation with up to 22 moving parts for full range of posing in play.
What do they mean up to? It does or it doesn't?
Yeah, I know, right?
What does that mean, up to?
I think it's up to because the extension on the wings are removable.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll tell you a story. It has nothing to do with Batman, but there have been figures in this deco before. In fact, let me tell you a little story. Gather around the campfire, everybody. Back in the days of Masters of the Universe Classics, the very, very, very first Masters of the Universe Classics figure was King Grayskull. And King Grayskull was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, and you didn't know which version you were going to get when you bought it. The majority of them were the bronze statue version, as we saw in the 2002 series, as he had been immortalized. And then if you were lucky enough, or unlucky, depending how you looked at it, you got the normal deco, which is the one that I got. And I was like, don't want the statue, don't want the statue, don't want the statue. And sure as shit, I got the one that I wanted. But yeah, this does nothing for me. If I want a statue, I'll get a statue.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But this one here, it'll run you $40.73 US. So I don't know what that translates to Canadian these days, but
what, $40.73?
Yeah,
but this figure has been done in the regular deco before, right?
I think so.
Do we remember what the price was on the original?
Probably $29.99.
There's no way that deco translates to that much of a bump.
Well, it's a gold label authenticated limited edition. There's only 6,400 pieces.
No, it's not there for me. No way, because all you got to do is mold the thing in the bronze color, and then it's one paint app for the whole fucking thing.
Yep.
Pardon my language, but that does not add value at all. That's awful.
It's the same as comic books with multiple covers right now, right? Cover, charge triple for it.
No thanks.
But moving away from McFarlane, let's go over to Diamond Select because they
sure,
a new War Machine.
Haven't seen anything from these guys in a while. And to be honest, it's a pretty good looking War Machine.
It's pretty good. Comes with alternative heads, accessories for switching from Mark 1 to Mark 2. So that's bonus.
I dig it. I mean, if you're a collector of the Marvel Selects, which I'm sure this is going to be sold as a Marvel Select.
Yeah, probably. But 7-inch, 1/10 scale action figure, detailed paint apps, blast effects, comes in a display ready select packaging. with side panel artwork for shelf reference, designed by Yuri Timj, sculpted by May. I apologize for this.
I have no-
Tamtaranana?
Tamtarana?
Yeah,
Tamtarana?
Tamtarana.
I think.
But $29.99 US.
Looks good. Looks good. I mean, I don't. There was a time where I was collecting both Marvel Legends and Marvel Select, and I was buying essentially the same. Like, why am I buying the same figure twice? Why? And they're in two different scales, right? Because Select
sometimes
is
it worked, right? Because like you get a bigger Hulk or a bigger Juggernaut.
That's true. That's true. And of all the Marvel Selects, I got rid of them all except for one, and it's the original Avenger movie Hawkeye.
Nice.
Because there hasn't been a decent Hawkeye in. Sorry, there hasn't been a decent Avengers 1 Hawkeye yet. There was that European thing, but
Yeah, and you also get the Ronin figure.
yeah,
That's out there too.
yeah, I passed on that.
But got to dig out your wallet for this next one.
Oh,
Star Wars 2 Battlefront, the Umbra operative Arc
Umbra
Trooper.
I have this guy in the Black Series. I'm surprised it's taken this long for them to put him out.
Yeah,
I dig this. I like that he's getting multiple heads. By the way,
yes, he is. Multiple heads, armed with dual blaster pistols and an impressive array of Republic gadgets.
I see this thing, and when I saw it the first time, I was like, "Oh, I don't know anything about this guy," but like, I had to have this in my collection because I'm a soft spot for the clone troopers.
Yeah.
I just Mike Tyson.
There you go.
I see a skeleton. That's what I see. I
little
see
bit.
a skeleton in that armor.
A little bit.
Yeah. And it definitely, like in Full Metal Jacket, show me your war face. I see it here. There's a war face. Looks good.
But this is a Hot Toys exclusive item available with a limited quantity of only 1,500. Initially launching in China and Hong Kong, and then the piece will soon arrive in other regions. So
1,500 globally is not a huge number.
No, but make it more collectible, right?
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah. But, specifically crafted, inspired by that particular trooper, and recreation of the trooper's armor, helmet, interchangeable trooper helmets, a whole bunch of skillfully applied weathering effects, whole range of weapons, and a display base.
See, this is when hand painting is a good thing.
Yes.
When you can take your time with it and make it really, really nice.
Yeah. This one will only set you back $265 US or $371.21 Canadian.
Yeah, that's right in line with the Hot Toys. Notice Hot Toys, the price on Hot Toys hasn't gone up too much in the last few years. It's been very, very consistent.
It has. They're making enough already.
They got a smaller, must have a smaller fan base, I guess.
It's a more exclusive fan base. But
that is true.
For our last toy today, spinning out of 1983. How about something for Slayer?
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
See, this 7-inch highly articulated Slayer Ultimates Minotaur is inspired by the Baphomet Minotaur on the Show No Mercy cover.
I was going to say, that was an album cover, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
And it's rendered in dark gray scale as an homage to the album's track Black Magic.
That's pretty cool. That's 2 musical figures this week.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it comes with interchangeable head, multiple interchangeable hands, removable soft goods cape, and a sword accessory. And apparently, if you order the Slayer Ultimates Wave 2 figure from Super7.com, you will receive an exclusive super pack with an alternate head and a sword accessory.
Interesting.
So I don't know what is included in the entire wave.
It makes me wonder if Steve is watching tonight, because I know Steve is a big metalhead. So
yeah.
Maybe this will be something that he's into.
It could be. But yeah, crazy looking Minotaur, and who doesn't love Slayer?
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm aware. I can't help it, man. No.
Yes.
I mean, yes, I respect them. And of course,
awesome show.
Like what you like.
Yeah.
But it's not for me.
Fair enough. But that does bring us to our next segment of the evening.
Oh dear, is it time to spool up the old machine?
It's time.
Oh, let me see if I can find it here. First of all, where's that? There's the button. Let's do it.
Loading lexicon. Generating responses. Responses ready. Lexicon is the word game where you decide what's real and what is a con. Get ready. Here we go.
All right, it is time again for this week's edition of Lexicon. It's the little word game we play here where I present you with a nonsensical sounding but completely legitimate word. And my job, or actually, I'm going to show you 3 definitions, and your job is to pick the correct one. And if I've done my job, I will fool you all. We'll pull off the con. Before we get to today's word, we should just say hello to JoJo's Toy Chest over on YouTube. Hello, JoJo. How are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for hanging out.
Loving all the reviews.
All right, let's get to this week's word. Are you ready for this week's word?
What do you got for us?
It's a gooder. This week's word is
Flibberty gibbet.
Liberty gibbet.
Liberty gibbet.
Liberty gibbet.
Oh, why does it sound like an Angela Lansbury movie?
It sounds like something that Jar Jar Binks said.
Maybe.
I almost made that one of the answers. And then I got hit in the head with the flipperty midget. And then the bosses got mad.
Yes, I don't like the flibberty gibbet.
One more time. This week's word.
Flibberty gibbet.
Flibberty gibbet.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready?
What do you got for us?
All right. Definition number 1.
A specialized tool from the early 20th century used in commercial weaving. Flibberty gibbets measured and regulated the precise tension of yarn to ensure uniformity in the weave.
Oh, that sounds very compelling.
Hmm.
Red says, I'm pretty sure that's from the Jabberwocky. Well, that was option number 1. Let's get to option number 2.
A peculiar type of homemade wind-up toy popularized during the Industrial Revolution. Flibberty gibbets worked on a clockwork mechanism and performed nonsensical actions like somersaults, twirls, or elaborate dances. No 2 Flibberty gibbets were alike.
That's number 2. And finally, for option number 3.
A frivolous, flighty, or excessively talkative person. In modern Yorkshire slang, it is used as a slang term for someone who is gossipy.
There's your options. We've got a weaving tool, a wind-up toy, or a flighty person.
I don't know. It could almost go any way.
Well, we've got Red, who was pretty quick on the draw. He's coming in at number 3. He thinks it's a frivolous, flighty, or excessively talkative person. JoJo also coming in at 3. Kay coming in at 3. It looks like it is a solid vote for 3 this week. Where are you at, Andy?
I'm still deciding.
Silver Spider 3. Flibber jabber.
With Joe Jibba Jabba.
Ain't no jibba jabba.
I pity the fool who
I
doesn't
do.
pick number 2.
I pity. Oh, you going with 2?
I'm going with number 2.
Number 2, the peculiar type of homemade wind-up toy. All right. Well, I'll leave it for a few more seconds before we get to it. Dee 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 dee. One time I'll get that music together.
I
But,
know.
we can just. It really is.
We still don't have an
All
update
right.
on
No,
it.
no, we don't. Listen.
Wonder if they got paid off.
I don't know. All right, let's get to it. If you picked anything, Sean coming in here at the last second. Sean coming in with number 2. That's 2 for 2 and 3 for 3.
Good
Well,
numbers.
somebody's going to be happy and somebody's going to be disappointed. Which side of the coin are you on? Because if you picked anything but number 3,
Really?
you were incorrect. Yeah, it's Middle English. It's Old English.
Okay.
Yeah. Not one that gets used a whole lot anymore.
Well, put it on a t-shirt. We can bring it back.
Flibberty gibbet. Flibberty gibbet. Go shut up. You're talking too much flibberty gibbet. All right.
Well, there
That
you
has
go.
been this week's edition of Lexicon. Come back next week when we do it all over again, and I will have another batshit crazy word that is, real. So you can't say we didn't teach you anything.
There you go.
Back to you, man.
All right. Congratulations to all who picked number 3. Even though it wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
This week, though, we also got our first look at the new trailer for Alien Romulus.
I watched it.
It's pretty
watched
heavy
it.
in the horror department. Like, for a short trailer, that's got a couple really good holy shit moments.
I couldn't help it. I'm watching it, and it's like when the door opens, I'm like, did some dude on the set just throw that face hugger out? They move
They're so fast.
so fast. Yeah.
But they were fast, yes, in Aliens, but now that you put that little bit of CGI bump behind them.
I just
They're
want to
people.
point out, absolutely. I mean, they always were.
Yeah.
Looking at the imagery that you've selected for us tonight, I just want to point out the woman in the bottom right. Looks like she's carrying what looks like an updated version of the Marine pulse rifle.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what that means?
That it's kind of tied.
It's a bug hunt.
Maybe.
I love it.
But this is set before Aliens.
So maybe it's the precursor to, I don't know.
Because
don't know.
I think this is post
Updated for screen. How's that?
post Prometheus and
Oh,
Covenant. But then before
pre 79 Alien.
I think so. But it will land in theaters August 16th, so we don't have that long to wait to find out. But
I may brave the dark and go to see this one.
you should.
I'll get my wife to hold my hand.
I'll go and I'll hold your other hand. There you go. But it stars Isabella Merced, Kaylee Spaney, David Johnson, Archie Renault, Spike Fiend, Eileen Wu, and it's been co-written by Fede Alvarez and Rodo Sayaguez, and directed by Fede Alvarez. So
okay,
yeah, from the trailer, we've linked to it in the show notes if you want to go give it a look. But it looks pretty damn good.
Oh, that's cool.
It goes back to that 79 horror vibe. So.
Yeah. And I mean,
and apparently it's got Ridley Scott's blessing. He's producing. So
well, I would think so.
Yeah,
I'm in. I'm in for this one.
Yeah, why not? Another Alien movie. But then how about this for a new game?
I was a little bit taken back by this. I watched the cinematic trailer. It looks
good.
Looks really good, but like, show me gameplay footage.
Yes.
Because that's where the meat and potatoes are. You can make something really, really pretty and just watch it, but it's a game, so it's got to perform.
Now you're gonna have to wait to play it, but we do get the trailer. Link to it in the show notes. Marvel's 1943: The Rise of Hydra.
I was quite surprised at how much Steve Rogers' animation model leans into the MCU World War II, Steve.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, it is coming from Skydance Media and Marvel Games. The trailer shows us a whole bunch of stuff, and we also get the cast breakdown.
Yep.
We've got the story is going to revolve around World War II, Rise of Hydra, obviously, and revolves around 4 characters: Azuri, Captain America, Nanali, and Gabriel Jones, who come together to fight Hydra.
Okay. Do you know anything about these characters?
Well, Azuri is T'Challa's grandfather.
That makes sense.
I'm thinking they might actually lean right into the MCU. Like, this might as well be a continuation.
Like an extension of?
Or
that would be interesting. I would be okay with that.
Yeah. But and the game timeline, the Black Panther here is voiced by Carrie Payton.
Okay.
Actor Drew Morleen. Sorry about
Morleen.
Morleen. He plays Steve Rogers. Megalyn Echiwana-Wak portrays the Wakandan spy Nanali. And Mark Richardson is the voice of the Howling Commandos member Gabriel Jones. I'm kind of shocked they didn't go with Dum Dum Dugan.
Well,
but
I don't know.
Yeah. But I guess there's also supporting characters like Julie from the French Resistance and Howard Stark.
Cool.
Played by Lene Renee and Joel Johnson or John Stone, respectively.
Yeah. I mean, the
trailer footage looks awesome, but again, it's
a trailer. A cinematic trailer for video games can definitely present something that doesn't necessarily reflect the final product.
Yeah, but it will arrive sometime in 2025, so they've got a lot of time to work on it still.
I mean, these things typically are not spit out very quickly, so conceivably this has been worked on for a while already. Yeah,
just to get to where they are. Got one from
Silver Spider saying that the Star Wars Battlefront collection is the most recent reason not to buy games when released. Do not trust the trailers. Okay, fair enough. I will accept that. Hank got it as well, and apparently
he said it was buggy.
Yeah,
very buggy.
That it crashed his PlayStation.
Yeah, and not in a good way.
No.
But moving on here. Marvel's latest project has gotten the highest Rotten Tomatoes score in the MCU's 16-year history.
Listen, we just scratched the surface of this on Sunday on our Star Wars show, knowing that we were going to come and talk about this tonight. And I will say, before I ever read this, I watched it And then I immediately messaged you and Hank to say, have you guys seen this yet? You both said no. And I'm like, well, I can't contain, I have to say something, but I didn't want to spoil it. So I wrote, listen, these first 2 episodes that just came out last week might actually be better than the entire original series run. And I stand by that. These 2 episodes were phenomenal. I haven't been this pleased with an animated project in a long time.
And of course, we are talking about X-Men 97.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have earned a perfect score of 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, surpassing even the highest ranked movie, Black Panther.
Yeah, it's the only Marvel project, film or television, to receive a perfect 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even outdid Miss Marvel with her 98% score.
And I know I said this before, and I do stand by that. Rotten Tomatoes, I don't put a lot of stake into.
No, because usually
critic score and audience scores are
two
almost
different things.
They're almost never aligned.
Yeah.
But still, there's some bragging rights there.
Yeah. Totally.
But honestly, if you're a
seen
fan,
it now,
if you're a fan of the original, go watch it. Oh, you have seen it
I
now.
watched it.
So, where are you at?
It hit me right in the nostalgia vibes.
Was there anything you didn't like about it?
Um,
A lot of feedback, a lot of blowback on the way certain character relationships have been altered.
Well, a little bit. I almost want to go back and rewatch the original series just to remember how much they covered.
I just wanted to watch the last episode or 2 of the last season just to oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
I did see a summary. Somebody wrote a written summary. I saw it on Facebook that basically said, you guys got to go back and do that. Remember that
this happened there and that happened here.
Yeah. And at the end of it, pretty sure Charles was off in space with the Shi'ar.
Yeah.
Or Charles' body. So he may come back in the future.
Maybe.
He's definitely featured in the opening credit sequence, by the way,
Mm.
which is almost a beat for beat recreation of the original.
Yeah, even
looks
eliminating
pretty
that
cool.
one mystery character and replacing it with
Pinkhead.
Yeah.
Pinkhead green suit guy.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Now we got Emma Frost.
Yeah.
But
It's amazingly good.
yeah. Even the
And,
little like the almost file card thing at the end, just like they used
Do
to
you like
have.
that? I like that. I think that's
did
cool.
like
It
that.
reminds me of they did that in
They did that in
X-Men.
the original
They also did it in
Evolution.
yes, X-Men Evolution had the file cards at the end as well. I like that.
But the one thing people could complain about, they stop before they get to Rogue. So you don't get the 360 version of her.
Whatever. You know how I feel about that. Grow up.
Go buy the figure.
The one That's right. Go get your hot toys.
I thought it was Mondo.
It was Mondo. You're
Mondo's
right. Mondo.
Rogue.
Yeah. I have this. I did say this about Cyclops. We got to see an aspect of Cyclops' powers we've never seen before.
He actually used his stuff in a whole new array.
Apparently, his optic blasts now have thrust.
Well, depends. You would think
No, I wouldn't.
if he planted his feet, then hold his ground. But as soon as you jump up, it blast away
If he can survive a fall
from that high.
from altitude,
From a
like
plane.
thousands of feet, and do the superhero landing, there is no way that he could stand there and shoot people with them. All right.
True, because the amount of thrust that would take would literally knock.
That's
his
what I
head
mean.
Off.
That's what I mean.
I mean,
Yeah.
he should have just been doing a spiral the whole way down.
Jesus, we've got Red and Silver Spider both robbed of the rogue booty. It's still there. She just won't face the camera.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm fully on board with the whole division of the team yet, but
Well, this is what I'm talking about. The way that they altered the relationships, like the whole Gambit Rogue thing.
yeah.
They've sort of sidelined that in favor of this Magneto
Well,
Rogue thing, which is comic book accurate.
not fully.
Well, they had a thing for a while.
Yeah, in the Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, still,
Well, that wasn't core thing. They came back over here, and she still loved Gambit.
I guess so. But again, it's comic book stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, it really is an open sandbox. Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
What I like about this, and this was a follow-up thing I read today, as they can use Spider-Man.
Well, the Daily Bugle does go flying by there in the first
Yeah.
episode.
Did you see the did you see the credits on the paper?
No.
It's written by Eddie Block.
Oh no.
Eddie Block. Doesn't say Eddie Brock, it says Eddie Block.
Well, maybe that was a screw up.
Photos by Peter Parker.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I thought that was cool that they're working towards tying those things together. But in part of the deal, Sony gave back the animation rights to Spider-Man a while ago as
Thank
part of
you.
their, so they could do more live action stuff.
Yeah.
So Marvel has the rights to Spider-Man in any animated project under 49 or 45 minutes, I think is the restriction on that.
So stay away from the Spider-Verse.
No. I'm saying is that we can have Spider-Man jump in and out of this if they want to reboot like the 97 Spider-Man.
Well, you jumped in that one, right?
That's what I mean. We can do that all over again.
And then reboot the Spidey series too.
Yeah. Red, give me Spider-Man. I think that was an emoji, but it didn't translate it over very well, did it?
Maybe it was the J. Jonah one where he's like, "Give me Spider-Man."
Maybe.
But yeah. But speaking of the Spider-Verse,
Oh yeah, sure.
apparently this week, arriving on YouTube, we're gonna get a new Spider-Verse short.
Really?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, 27th. That's tomorrow.
Yeah. So according to the press release, titled "The Spider Within: A Spider-Verse Story,"
Very cool.
It'll follow Miles Morales' journey balancing the often opposing demands of his student and superhero life. And along the way, he'll experience a panic attack and must face the manifestations of dread while discovering that, much like with crime fighting, it's okay to ask for help.
That's an interesting. The fact that they're putting that much out.
Yeah.
Do they really want people to watch this? They want to make sure the message is clear.
Well, I think, any mental health.
Yeah,
health
no,
message is
absolutely.
good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because director Jarrell Dampier said also in a press release that Miles represents so many of us doing the best we can in our day-to-day lives.
Yeah.
We don't often realize that we've been through or all that we've been through until our own body forces us to become aware of its experience. My intention is that the Spider Within can motivate deeper conversations amongst friends and family about their own mental health journeys. And I hope it feels like a love letter to those who adore Miles Morales.
Oh, that's very admirable to want to do that.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
That was me holding shift and pressing 97. Oh, you know what? I see it. Yes, it is.
There you go.
Open bracket ampersand. Got it.
Yeah, but apparently some people might have already seen this before because it debuted at the Annecy International Animation Film Festival last year as part of Sony Pictures' mentorship program. But the rest of us will finally get to see it tomorrow. So
that's cool. That's very cool. Speaking of things that you might have already seen, that Acolyte trailer that came out, that is not the trailer that was released at Celebration.
Ooh.
No, it was different. So
fair enough.
There's still footage out there to be seen.
I'm sure it'll all come out eventually.
Yeah.
Until they shelf it and then release it later on in a special edition.
Oh,
Yep. But moving along here, Todd McFarlane has come under fire from comic book creators.
The Todd father, huh?
Because apparently one of the winning entries used AI generated stuff.
Sorry, what's the contest?
The contest he put out back in January, he called it Spawnuary.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
basically said, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, submit your entries and they will be considered for future covers. But
Really?
one of the rules was no AI.
Okay. Yeah,
And
that totally makes sense to me.
this particular one was chosen to win.
Yep.
From what's his name here? I lost it. Louis Rees, also known as Robot 9000 on Instagram.
Sure.
But he is emphatic that no, I didn't use it.
Yep.
But then, of course, internet sleuthing peoples, they went out and they did find, yes, indeed, this guy is part of the AI art community.
Oh, really?
Posting on.
Well, I mean, this caption here, hey, at Todd McFarlane, the picture in which the Robot 9000 participated in the competition is directly from Midjourney. This is proof.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of links there.
Yeah.
Do we get a side-by-side of the winning entry and the original piece?
I did not get that.
Oh, I wish we had that because I'd love to see them side by side.
Yeah. But yeah, his entry showcased imagery resembling the iconic character Gunslinger Spawn, which
Gunslinger. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
got his own title.
Yep.
And another entry is supposedly the Violator, but that one, I guess, has almost no resemblance to the actual character.
Okay.
But this guy
didn't feed the machine enough information.
Basically. But this guy's assertion is that his submission was solely the product of his artistic prowess. Scrutiny arose when it was discovered that there are similar images out there on this Mid-Journey gallery. And this YouTube hunter, Devrim Kunter, I'm sorry for the name, but
Devrim Kunter, yeah, with a K, Kunter.
But he discovered.
It's Devrim Kunter.
There you go. But he discovered this and then posted it on X, and this has sparked the outcry because everybody else that submitted did it the right way. They did like the old pencil ink human color.
Yeah, absolutely,
and stuck to the rules.
Yep.
And a bunch of them never got picked. But why did this guy who broke the rule?
I don't know.
Go. So,
I mean, throw down, buddy. Let's get you online. Let's get you in front of a camera with a pen and pencil and paper and show me your skills.
Yeah.
Go to it. Yeah.
And again,
so has there been any response from McFarlane as to
not McFarlane or his team have addressed anything to do with it as
interesting? You think we'll hear any more on this?
I think so, because a lot of people entered with really amazing work,
right?
And to get shafted for somebody just punching in a bunch of prompts.
I mean, again, I would like to see these two pieces side by side so I could, make my own decision on that. But maybe we can do that after we're done tonight.
Could be another social post.
Yeah. Okay, let's consider doing that.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll hold a public poll.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do the people think? This next one, it sucks, but it just, I guess it's just like breaking.
Okay.
But the Puff Daddy empire is starting to crumble. The billionaire rapper is facing 4 lawsuits alleging sex trafficking and abuse. And,
oh, wow.
Not only that, but Prince Harry has been named in one of the $30 million lawsuits. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. He has been named in the suits which accuse him of sex trafficking, sexual abuse, and a whole litany of sexual assault allegations.
Are they saying that Harry
they're not saying he did anything wrong yet, but he has been a guest through some of these infamous parties that they were throwing.
Right.
That included celebrities like famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians.
I mean,
and British royalty, apparently. But this particular 73-page lawsuit was filed last month by record producer Rodney Jones, aka Lil Rod, and accuses Puff Daddy of being a serial sexual abuser.
What is it when you got money?
You think you rule the world?
You think you can do whatever you want.
But in the lawsuit, it accuses Puffy of sexually assaulting him and claims that he threw parties attended by sex workers and underage girls. It also alleges that Coombs coerced him into soliciting prostitutes and then pressured him to have sex with them. But the 54-year-old...
Yeah. Go do it. Do it now.
Yeah.
No, I don't want it. No, go do it. Oh, okay. Peer pressure.
Yeah.
What? Powerful people did wrong?
I know, right?
Something that never happens.
Yeah. But the 54-year-old Puff Daddy, he has denied these claims and describes them as pure fiction. But
we shall see.
Well, at some point, this pure fiction is going to take a hard turn because of what just happened yesterday, which was U.S. Homeland Security.
Yep.
Investigators from New York executed a raid, if you will.
Yep.
In assistance with the Homeland Security, Los Angeles, Miami, and local law enforcement partners. They raided 2 of his homes.
Oh, wow.
And arrested his sons because they wanted like a coordinated thing to go in. That way, nothing gets shredded. No
yeah. You do it all at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Sean Combs himself, apparently his plane went on a bit of a trip.
Okay.
It traveled from, where did he start here? Local time on Sunday evening at 5:30. He started out departing from Sacramento, going to Palm Springs. And then an hour later, it took off from Palm Springs and landed in Los Angeles at Van Nuys.
Yep.
And then around 8 p.m., or no, it landed at 8 p.m. Then Monday at 9 a.m., it departed there to
Yep.
go to California.
Yeah.
And then from there, it landed in Antigua.
Antigua. Wow.
But he wasn't on it from California to Antigua because he was confirmed to be walking around Miami, the Opa-locka airport,
Yeah.
Monday afternoon.
So send the plane to a country that presumably has
Can't
no
extradite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. The press guy from Homeland Security said earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available.
Interesting.
But I guess this has just been building now because back in November of 2023, the first of 5 people have come forward with lawsuits claiming sexual assault and similar allegations.
Well, I mean, this is the kind of thing that they don't just decide to raid him overnight.
No,
like they've been
there's
working
gotta
on
be
this
a
for a
case
while.
being
Yeah,
built.
absolutely.
Because his former girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, she filed first alleging rape, sex trafficking, domestic violence. But the day after filing that, a settlement was reached.
One day later.
One day later.
Here's some money. Be quiet. Go away.
Yeah. But later that month, another woman who has since revealed herself as Liza Gardner alleged that Coombs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall took turns raping her and a friend in New York City more than 30 years ago.
Oh, really?
According to the documents obtained by People magazine.
Yeah.
And then the following day, he was accused of sexual assault by a third woman, Joy Dickerson Neal, in a lawsuit filed in New York County Supreme Court.
Isn't that something, eh?
Mm-hmm.
TJC. Good evening, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah. And then the next month after that, a fourth person came forward and accused him of sexual assault, also accusing him of sex trafficking and gang rape as well.
Oh, boy.
Ugh. And our fifth guy, Rodney Little Rod, filed his one on February 27th.
Okay.
So,
that's a lot of
That's
a lot of accusations
It is.
being leveled sort of all at the same time.
Yeah.
Dear Lord.
I mean, don't just because the guy is like the biggest producer in the world, as they're calling him, doesn't mean he's immune.
Is he? I don't know.
Well, he was just in the news not long ago for giving artists back the rights to their catalogs, right?
Oh, right.
And we were like, oh, good on you.
Yeah. That's right.
And now you turn around and find out this going back how many years and.
Well, I mean, you just think you can get away with it, I guess. Yeah. You can't say the R word on YouTube, just FYI. Oh, good to know.
Which one was that?
The one that ends in ape.
Really?
Presumably.
Well, we're reading, facts.
I mean, we are. I mean,
these are written.
I don't know. I guess. I mean, I guess the news agencies can't.
We did say alleged.
Alleged.
They're alleging it.
I'll tell you. Let me double check here. I will just for the record. I will double check and just see. I mean, obviously, the guys not watching on YouTube, we haven't been shut down, so
true.
That's good to know.
Silver Spider says many people have said numerous things about this for years, including Usher, Mace, 50 Cent, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they were at the parties as well.
I don't know. Yeah, we're still alive. Okay.
Yay.
Good to know. It's been a while since I've looked at the rules, so I was not aware that we could not say that word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grapes.
Grapes. No, that's fine. Moving on.
Yep. But just because he's a billionaire doesn't mean he can get away with it.
No, absolutely not. And people should be held accountable for the things that they do. And there is, a process, and hopefully he'll get his day or days, and we'll see.
And if you know somebody or someone has been sexually assaulted, don't hesitate to contact the National Sexual Assault Hotline, 1-800-656-HOPE.
Is that Canadian?
I think that might be American, but
yeah, it probably is.
Yeah. Anyway, reach out. Don't let them get away with it.
Yeah.
But back to something a bit more positive now. Researchers have named an ancient species of giant turtle after the universe-vomiting Stephen King character.
What?
So if you've read the book It or the Dark Tower series, there is this turtle that basically puked up the universe.
Yeah.
Named Maturin.
Okay.
And they've found this new prehistoric turtle, and they decided to name it after that.
Oh, that's cute.
So this monstrous armored reptile was thought to have lived between 40,000 and 9,000 years ago during the Pleistocene era.
Where is that?
Right there.
The Pleistocene.
Pleistocene.
Pleistocene period.
Yeah.
I believe that's how you say that.
A long time ago. Red says turtles all the way down. Yes. But
sorry, I just stifled the sneeze. Wow.
Apparently its jawbone was discovered down by workers in a gold mine in Porto Velho in Brazil.
Okay.
And later was digitized by researchers using a portable hand scanner. And based on that data, they estimated that the turtle would have had a colossal shell length of around 180 centimeters.
Oh, wow. That's like
Making it
2
almost-
meters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
almost half a meter bigger than the largest freshwater one today. So
that's huge.
yeah. So keeping in mind with that, they decided
That's
to
like
go-
sea turtle big.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they thought, the godlike turtle Maturin, which vomited out the universe, serves as one of the settings for Stephen King's novels.
Nice.
So they went with that. But then Stephen King chimed in because he named that turtle after Stephen Maturin,
Yeah.
who is the doctor in the Patrick O'Brien seagoing movies.
Nice.
Novels. So
there's some lineage there.
there is lineage going on.
That's interesting.
But we're getting close to the end here.
Oh, are we? All right.
Yeah.
Well, then, if anything you guys wanted to talk about that we haven't already brought up tonight, don't hesitate to chime in the comments. Or if you're feeling adventurous and you want to be on the show, you can pick up the phone. You can use the custom WhatsApp link. It's embedded in the description of the show tonight. You can call in. The line is open. Has been all night. I guess I forgot to mention that earlier, but if you've been around long enough, hopefully you know that already.
56 episodes in.
Yeah, I hope so.
Call us.
Have we been live calling the whole time? I don't think we did right away.
Not the first couple episodes.
No, I don't think we did, but
I've seen. But sticking with Stephen King, filming activities are resuming tomorrow and Thursday in Port Hope.
yeah. So I mean, we look at that. We get a phone.
Oh, we got a phone call.
We did. There it is. Here it is.
Hello.
Hello, you're live on Fandom Power.
Good to be here. How's it going?
Very good. Hello, Red Swenson. How are you?
I'm good. You asked about the sauce?
The sauce.
The McDonald's.
Wait. You've gotta start from the beginning because not everybody knows what we're talking about here.
I just posted a random thing to Facebook because I had some extra time and cash and got some nuggies today.
McDonald's
And-
chicken nuggets.
Mickey Dickey's Chicky Nuggies.
Right
And
on.
that new sauce
New-
is
New nugget sauce. Tell me the name of the sauce
it's the
for those of us who
it's
don't
the
know.
savory chili sauce.
Savory chili. Okay.
So if you're not thinking about like Thai sweet chili sauce,
Right.
Okay, that's
You're
where my
thinking
mind
about-
went.
yeah, that is where your brain goes. But it's savory sauce. It's much closer to like a sort of a teriyaki sauce,
Oh, really?
but it's got some real kick to it.
Got some
like,
heat. Got a little bit of heat.
It was tasty.
My dad
Very,
likes it.
very cool. I don't eat a whole lot of McDonald's anymore, so I'm not really. I don't know if I'll have a chance to experience this or not. I might have to for the sake of research, though.
Mm.
I mean, 10 nuggies is only going to run you a couple of bucks.
I just don't know if I could do 10 nuggies anymore.
10 nuggies.
Yeah, you got a wife.
That's true. That's true. I got a granddaughter. She likes.
Everyone loves nuggies.
Yeah.
She might not like that sauce. It's like I said, it had a surprising amount of kick.
This kid likes the stuff that kids of her age don't like. At 5 years old. She's already eating like sushi rolls and stuff that adults would go, "What the hell is that?" Yeah. So
Fair enough. Try it
good
out.
for her. Good for her. Wow.
I had one piece of nerd news for you gentlemen today.
Okay. New nerd news.
Or news is good news.
Sort of. It's an expansion on some old nerd news.
Hey man.
You know that Elon Musk is working on putting a computer chip in people's brains.
Yeah.
Did he do it?
So the first human subject to get the Neuralink device
Uh-huh.
has successfully had it implanted.
Okay. And
as
can now-
as soon as he had learned how to use it,
Yep.
and was turned loose onto the regular internet,
Yep.
the very first thing he used it for was to play an 8-hour game of Civilization 6.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
Which you
play.
figure, it's mostly a point and click game, right?
I guess so. You're just pointing and clicking with your head now.
Yeah, just using your eyes and clicking with your brain.
I thought you were going to tell me you became the master control program.
Well, I mean that's coming, right?
The lawnmower man.
Yeah, the lawnmower.
You got to
man.
start somewhere, and practicing world domination, Civilization 6.
Yes,
It's kind of
yeah.
it's kind of got some lead up.
Yeah.
I just read that and I thought that was interesting.
No, that's very cool, if not a little bit scary at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're one step closer to jacking into the Matrix.
Every time you have a deja vu, you know that's a glitch in the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I have deja vu all the time.
I don't very often, but I do have these like vivid dreams where I wake up and I go, "Did it really happen? Did it really happen? I don't know what happened."
Yeah, that thing where your whole body just jerks out of
That's
nowhere.
the one. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
All right. Well,
Anything
I
else?
just wanted to pass that on. I'm about to start a 6-day weekend. I don't know about you boys.
Oh no, man! I'm about to go to work tomorrow morning because I'm going to be watching The Bad Batch tomorrow morning and immediately getting to work writing this week's show.
Ah, right. Not a Star Wars show. Got it.
Yeah, I got to watch Shogun tonight, and then if I'm really, really ambitious, I will watch X-Men tomorrow, maybe even before The Bad Batch, so I'm not like all like brain like because I watched X-Men in the wrong order, and that's all I can think about.
Yeah, it's a good day. It's a good time for TV.
It really is. Yeah. All right, man.
cannot
As
wait
always,
football out.
I just
Yep.
want to say thank you so much for the call. Thanks again for hanging out with us every week. It's always a pleasure to hear from you.
Anytime.
And we will talk soon, my friend.
Cheers, man.
Have a good night.
Easter,
Yep.
guys.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All righty. You're about to say
Yeah.
we're getting where are we going? Oh, we're going to Derry.
We're going technically to Derry.
My God. Where did you get that picture?
I don't know. It's maybe
That's
from archives from.
I gotta tell you, that's a good photo. I like that photo.
it is a good photo.
Hey, that's me with director Andy Machete.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
That was last summer.
it was last summer, and all I could talk about was the Flash.
I know.
I really like the Flash. Thank you.
Well, it was a good movie.
I liked it. I know not everybody did, but
Yeah.
yeah, that was our little field trip to Derry, Maine, which is just apparently is an hour and a half down the road in
Port Hope, Ontario.
Port Hope, Ontario. What did you say is happening?
March 27th and 28th. So,
So
and Thursday.
tomorrow, yeah.
Reaper Image Productions are expected back downtown in Port Hope to film more scenes for the upcoming Greetings from Fairview. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
The set dressing has been taking place from the 24th to the 26th. And
Oh, so that they were
yeah.
working today.
yeah, inside and outside the Capitol Theater. So
I had to
there
ask
will be some
you.
street closures going on in the next couple days.
I asked the other day when you sent this over. Do we think that this is reshoots or additional scenes?
I am thinking additional scenes because it's supposed to be an entire series, right?
Yep.
Like not just a 2-hour movie, but like a full 10 episode series.
One thing that you can't count on, and certainly you can see here from the photos, when we were down there, we spent the day there last summer. It was a beautiful day. It was sunny and it was nice. It was a bit windy, but it rained here all day today, and you can't control that. So if it's reshoots, I guess it's raining now.
Mhm. But at the same time, like they're closing off Queen Street from Walton to Augusta. And then Thursday, it'll be Queen Street again from Walton again to Augusta
All right.
from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. So
Are you planning on
I'm-
excursioning?
I'm planning on maybe going in for a visit again. Yeah.
Oh, well done.
So hopefully
That's
that will
cool.
just build up more material for our eventual show.
Yeah, really. See if you can find that that set dresser that we talked to
Yes.
that said he'd give us some stuff, a newspaper.
Yeah,
Yeah, we missed out on that.
we did. We got to meet Andy Buschietti. So
We did, yeah, we did.
win. But
That's my first celebrity encounter in the wild. Celebrities
a
in the
good one,
wild.
too.
Yeah, it was. It was. It's cool. Man, are we there?
We are.
We are there. Well, that brings us to the close of this week's episode of Random Fandom Tuesday. But before we go, we have our last regular segment of the night. And of course, you know who he is. It's Andy, and he's out there in the aisles hunting for you and me so we can all save a few dollars with this week's toy hunting tip at Dollarama.
Yep.
What's up this week?
So this week, excuse me, we have Incredibuilds Wonder Woman wood models going for $5.
Do we know? Oh, is it her shield? Is that what it is?
Is her tiara actually that you build there?
Oh, okay.
And it comes with a book as well. So for a little DIY project, can't go wrong there. $5 regular
cool.
retail, 16 and up.
That's very cool.
The other stuff that's popping up this week.
Yeah, this one blows me away.
Star Wars, the vintage collection figures showing up for $5.
Where did they pull these out of?
I don't know, because this is the Attack of the Clones wave.
So how old are these?
I don't know for sure, but
they look relatively modern. So
yeah,
I mean,
they're fully jointed and everything.
It's retro packaging, so it's definitely vintage collection.
Yeah.
Or whatever preceded the vintage collection. I can't remember what it was called then, but
but yeah, going for $5, and these are regular retailing because they're a bit older now, anywhere from $18.99 and up.
Aftermarket prices, right?
Like the Mace Windu is going for $41.90 on Amazon.
Yeah, third party seller, right?
Yeah,
it would have to be.
It's like
it's they're way gone now.
Yeah, so
strange,
you can.
We every now and then we see these like what you would consider like an A class toy. And I mean, did you think you were ever going to see Star Wars action figures in the dollar store?
Well, yeah, because this is not the first time. You remember a few years back, The Last Jedi? And
they
released a whole whack of those.
Oh, but then there was all of the Rogue One, the cartoon.
Yeah, the Rogue One, the 2-packs.
Yeah.
Then they had the reaction ones.
That's right too. Yeah. That's interesting though, and of course, all of the resellers are like, "Oh, go get them." If you didn't get it when it came out, you probably didn't want it. Do you know what I mean?
Not at $31.95.
Well, I mean, especially when they're this far gone.
True.
That's what I'll do too. I'm going to look up how old these are.
Yeah. But that's your tip. So save some money, go out there and get your kids some Star Wars stuff.
I guess that brings us to the end of the show.
It does.
I hate to say goodbye, but I'm always happy to see you all again when we get together and do this stuff like we do week in and week out. So thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out with us again on a Tuesday night. I know everybody's got lives and time is precious. So time spent with us is not lost. Thank you very much. Do check out what's going on our social media. Check out all the links in today's live stream to check out all the trailer action and more. And yeah, if you're a fan of Star Wars, because we are not a Star Wars show, we are back on Sunday doing a Star Wars thing. We'll be reviewing this week's episode of The Bad Batch, as we do every Sunday. And then we'll be back to do this again next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Anything you want to say before we go?
I don't think so. Happy Easter, everybody out there.
That's true. Weekend. Yeah, happy Easter. All right, everybody. Whatever your thing is, fan on, everybody. And of course, for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
My name is Andy.
And we will see you on the next one. And bye for now.